Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance, y'all. It's your girl Isha, the goddess of wisdom, also known as goddess on the rise, the copper queen, the follow hoodie queen, bringing this sacred energy exchange 222, y'all. Okay, y'all. It is October. Officially the spooky season, the season of the witch. It is also Hoodoo Heritage Month, so all my hoodoos out there, happy Hoodoo Heritage Month. Everybody that celebrates and celebrates really. It's not. Remember I told y'all Halloween, Samhain, and all Day of the Dead. All this stuff is not just a one time a year thing. It's something that we practice all year round. But specifically, the reason why a lot of these spiritual holidays are practiced during the autumn season and the winter solstice is because that is the time that the veil is thinning. So that's why I'm doing an ancestor message today, y'all. If you didn't already, I did a post on here and all my other social media platforms about getting your ancestor altars together. And y'all, I've been doing some ancestor work. I actually have, I tell people your ancestor altar shouldn't just be the Egyptian deities or the Orisha deities or the voodoo deities. It needs to be your bloodline. And I'm not saying, now I tell people, of course, I'm not saying put somebody on your altar that caused you any kind of harm. Absolutely not. Okay. And only y'all who know who that is, but you should put people on your altar from your actual direct bloodline. They were living people. That's what Hoodoo Heritage Month is about. It's not about connecting with ancestors like I know people want to connect with. I have an altar put up for Marie Laveau. I have an altar put up for my aunt. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just about those ancestors. It's about your direct bloodline because there are unresolved issues with your actual bloodline, areas that need healing, stuff that needs to be forgiven. Even your transition ancestors want to be forgiven for things. As you heal, they heal. You see what I'm saying? You healing your bloodline. Okay, so I know it may not be easy for everybody. I actually did. I did mine, and that's why I really haven't been being live. I've been doing my spiritual work, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought my ancestors was gonna want to cuss me out or and when I say that, I don't say that because I think I did anything wrong. But as I told y'all, I do not identify as a Christian woman anymore, but I was raised that way. And most of my ancestors have adopted the Christian faith. So I didn't know, what to expect because I'm like, I'm just, I don't identify with that anymore. But they were very supportive. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. They were very supportive. They told me how proud they were of me about who I am because it's all about me finding my way. And now that they've been on the other side for a while, they see things a lot differently now in a way that they didn't see things when they were here. Let's ring the bell, okay? So that's another thing. You'd be surprised how they've been trying to reach you because they want to apologize to you. They like, we didn't even know. And we happy that you figured it out. You know what I'm saying? So I am doing ancestor readings. I just posted something like that in my story. Ancestor readings are off the menu because I have to make sure people ain't just hitting me up. I've had people literally, somebody try to ask me to summon, conjure up Papa Leg, but I'm like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? So that's what I have to make sure people are serious because, but I tell people if you want an ancestor reading by me, contact me at sacred energy exchange 222 at gmail.com. And I tell people I would need to know who it is. If it's a grandmother, it's a father, if it's a cousin and stuff. It's, and if you want to get one, it's best to have a picture of them. It's best to have an item that they own. That can be a necklace, a shirt, a hat. It could be even a basketball, but it needs to be something that they held dearly. You know what I'm saying? It's something that they really loved and they cherished, and it was a close item. It could be a book. You know what I'm saying? But pictures work the best. A picture of them works best. And a very, like an amulet. That's what they would be called, amulets. So a necklace, a ring, a favorite shirt they wore. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, okay? So you can contact me, like I said, Sacred Energy Exchange 222 for that. Y'all, this reading is going to be a bit different today. I'm doing an ancestor reading because it's Libra season. By the way, happy Libra season to all the Libras. This is an air season, but this is this is a season of my balance and harmony, okay? And justice and law and order. And as we see, I don't even want to speak about it. We see what's going on with the government right now. It's so much stuff and the chaos energy is, oh my God. Yeah, I've been feeling it. I haven't even wanted to get on live. I really haven't been on social media because the energy is so chaotic right now, and you can get screwed up out there. So I hope y'all stand in harmony and balance. Okay, it is not a coincidence. It's all this stuff that's going on right now has taken place during Libra season specifically. They always want to disrupt order, justice, and law during the season of Ma'at, right? That's, you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to pull from a few decks today. Spirit is telling me to pull from, this is one of my newest decks. I have been taking it out in the field with me because I feel like a tarot, you know, it may not be a full tarot reading, but I feel like some type of tarot reading needs to be done today. I was thinking about sticking strictly to Oracle, so we'll see. I'm going to pull a certain amount of cards from this deck. I'm going to show y'all. It's a deck that I bought in New Orleans. Okay, let's ring the bell, okay? When I took my trip to New Orleans recently for my solar return during Virgo season, I purchased this deck from a shop there. I seen the deck before. It was online. I've never seen it in person though. And I stopped seeing it from the place that I saw it online, and I never seen it nowhere else ever again. So when I seen it at this shop, I felt like it was confirmation that get the deck. I'm like, because I haven't seen it in years, okay? I personally thought the deck went like, sometimes they do the decks, they discontinue the deck. Okay, they discontinue decks. They do. I've known it's the popularest decks is the one they discontinue. Okay, because the hype stays up longer about the deck, and they get more, so you know, honestly, recognition for the deck once it's not available. You know what I'm saying? Because people are talking about it so much because it's such a powerful deck. So let me ring the bell and get us in tune with spirit. Okay. Earth, air, fire, water, spirits of the universe, most high, higher surface, spirit guides, a balanced light, ancestors known or unknown, a balanced light. Please come into this space and provide a divine message for the ancestor reading today. 𓂀Kemetic𓋹Message𓂀, y'all. 𓂀Kemetic𓋹Message𓂀, y'all. Y'all, if you don't know, this is also the time, like I said, to speak with your immediate ancestors and even the ancestors down the line that you never got to meet. Okay. Okay. So I started a book today. I've been having it for a while. I'm gonna show you the book I started. It's called The Trail of Tears, The Rise and Fall of the Cherokee Nation. That book, I'm gonna be doing a live about that because next month is American Indian Heritage Month, and I will be celebrating. So I'm going to be doing a live about that as well too. That's what I'm saying. We gotta connect to all our ancestors, whoever they are, down the lines, y'all. Okay, so look, I'm about to cut this deck and deal these cards out and see what our ancestors got to say. Let's see. This may be a long reading, y'all, so if you have to leave and come back, I totally get it. All right, but this is what we need to hear today because they speaking. I literally had to take a spiritual bath today because it's been so much going on spiritually. All right, it's been a lot of people haven't been going live in the spiritual community on their platforms because it's a lot to even be tapping into this energy right now. Okay, here we go. Thank y'all for the likes. First card coming in. Okay, we got the star. That's a good sign. Let's ring the bell. We got the star. That's a good sign. Okay, with the star card coming out, this is the star card in this new deck I just got. The star card is associated with you being in your starlight. As you can see, she's balancing two feathers opposite each other. She has two feathers in her hand, and below her it looks like she may be on a bed of water. I mean, it looks like water to me. You know what I'm saying? So somebody you become cleansed and purified like fresh water. Like honestly, it's almost the color of my dress. You see what I'm saying? Fresh water. You look like fresh water right now. Okay. Have y'all ever seen, y'all know how y'all go to places that have the most clearest, bluest water like that? That's how you look. You look like fresh water. So don't be surprised. And you see how she's in the nude too. And so you've let your light shine, so you are completely exposed. Okay. You let people see you. See what I'm saying? You're no longer hiding. To somebody, whoever this is, you're no longer hiding, okay? You are allowing people to see you and be seen. And then she got the serpent energy in her head, the Wajet energy. So you definitely you had to go through a transformation. Somebody had to really go through a big transformation, out with the old, in with the new, releasing, letting go, shadow work, like deep shadow work, stuff that's been buried in a bag that you've been denying, ignoring, putting off, that you can't keep putting off if you want to transform and be reborn. Okay, so it's brought a lot of light into your life, and I feel like somebody's really about to get recognized, start getting rewarded in ways that they could not even imagine. Like, don't be surprised if you win some money. Don't be surprised if you win a trip somewhere. It's just great stuff is about to start happening. Don't be surprised if somebody offer you some a big opportunities you've always wanted. You know what I'm saying? Just get ready for stuff like that, okay? All right, we have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords coming out, okay? Now, the Two of Swords is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and we are in Libra season. And with this being a two, two is a number of harmony and balance, which is what Libra season is all about: justice, law, order, harmony, and balance. So somebody, you could be in a chaotic situation right now in your life with some type of something that you need to receive justice about. It could be a divorce, a breakup, uh, some kind of separation, something like that. But something that is going to it needs to be let go of for sure. It was 11:11. I was saying it. So somebody is holding on to something. Sometimes it's not always a person. Sometimes it's a memory. It's a wound that's causing an imbalance in your life, and you may keep punishing yourself for something that happened a long time ago, and it's destroying you. So it's time to release that, okay? It's causing chaos in your life, whatever it is. It's causing imbalance in your life as well, okay? It's like it's a spiritual warfare within yourself, though, okay? So the world, ooh, we got the world coming through. All right. So the world coming through, with the world coming through, somebody, it may be time for travel for you, okay? I think that's what it is. So somebody, or relocation, travel, relocation, definitely taking a journey. You know what I'm saying? You're moving on or moving around. But somebody, you may have been in the same place your whole life. So the reason why it's hard for you to let go of some old stuff is because you're still in the area that you experienced all this stuff at. So it's hard to forget stuff that you feel like you're exposed to every day on the regular basis, or you're in the, you didn't never get a fresh start. Most of the time, a lot of people, a fresh start has to happen when you have a fresh location. You don't, so you can't run into the same people again. You see what I'm saying? If somebody hurts you, say somebody that hurts you still lives in the same state as you, you know what I'm saying, or city as you, and every now and then y'all cross paths, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna keep reharming you, because you don't want to ever see this person again to cause you some kind of harm, whatever it could be. It could be domestic violence, it could be, so many things. I don't want to trigger anybody, but it could be so many things, you know what I'm saying, and you don't want to keep seeing them, you know what I'm saying, because being exposed to that person, it keeps making you relive the pain. It keeps making you relive the pain. Okay, so we don't want to do that. So it's time for you to move around. As you can see, another feather. She got a feather on her head. Look at that feather. So somebody, you definitely, this is going to help your heart be light as a feather. That's the message. Once you leave and move around and really start traveling the world and just living life the way you always wanted to, that's going to lighten you, because somewhere that you are currently, it has a huge weight on you right now, and it's causing your heart to be heavy. And remember, this is scales time. It's time to lighten that, okay? I like how these cards are coming out, okay? So we got the Ace of Wands coming through. Here we go. Look at that. Ace of Wands coming. That looks like a bull or something, or a cow. But look, the Ace of Wands, all right? So the wands is always associated with fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and so yeah, you're about to be in a new beginning. So that's another thing. You may not know it, but remember I told y'all about the star card coming out, and you about to be known and famous and all kind of stuff, and opportunities come, and an opportunity for you to move or go somewhere else is going to possibly be offered to you, that's going to get you more well known. Because see, this is the thing, right now, wherever you are, you're not in a location to where you can truly get the support that you deserve, because it's not enough people in large numbers in your specific area that support you for you to really make some noise. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to be requested to move somewhere else that will get you the support, the fame, the star status that you deserve from people that actually want you. And then you're going to start making some noise. Then you're going to start. But right now, where you're at, it's almost like talking to a brick wall, because even the people that do support you, it's their voices are not enough collectively for you to get the support that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Even, I'm not saying you don't have no support at all, but even them, they only know so many people. There's only so many people they can tell that they have access to, that, and they may not have access to the people that you need to help you. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to every, somebody just said this to me recently. Most prophets, and this was in the good book, as they say, the text, never got recognized in their hometown. It's so messed up. And as soon as you leave, as soon as you move, then everybody like, oh, I went to school with him. Oh, I went to school with her. Man, I know them. Now they know you, but they didn't want to help you when you was living there. You see what I'm saying? Not really. So, and that is not your problem. And I've told y'all before, certain situations you got to leave behind. Like, okay, I'm going to use this example again because I said this in another room, but y'all remember on Coming to America, Eddie Murphy and that dude that was his servant, right? Now, they had known each other actually since they was kids. I forgot about this. But he was also taught to serve Hakeem his whole life. So their friendship, even though Hakeem treated him like a person because he was just that type of king, he didn't treat him like he wasn't an evil person. But that was his servant. He was taught to be this man's servant, but he also befriended his servant. So I'm saying, so that's the only thing you're going to be able to do really out here. So it's your choice how you treat people. Let's ring the bell, okay? It's going to be your choice about how you treat people. The only way you will even be able to take somebody with you that's from your past, it's going to be somebody that they're going to be agreed that you're going to have to be my servant, because what use are they to you? And most people that we know, they're too egotistical to be our servant. They will try to come into the picture and ruin things for you. They just want to get to the top without having to work for it. And they feel like because y'all knew each other from elementary school or whatever, or church, that you owe them your life. And you don't. You don't. You work for this. Okay? It's time for the new beginnings. Let's go. Look, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. 3 of Cups. Now, this is the 3. Look, she's playing an instrument. Look in her hand. Somebody it may be, and it looks like some kind of guitar or something. So somebody, you may need to pick up an instrument. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But that's another thing. Something about this new beginning may help you tap into your, musical skills. You see what I'm saying? Musical gifts. Something you've been holding back. You may feel at home because somebody is missing something that used to make them want to maybe sing, dance. Because remember, I know I be like, remember? But yeah, remember. When we were growing up, before we got civilized the way we are now, we moved in tribes and villages. And we used to come together just like they do on the powwows and sing and dance together as a community, as a village. As everybody, or even in the empire days, come down to the great hall for the ball. We did that together. You didn't want to really sing and dance and do all this stuff just by yourself necessarily. You love being in communion with your people. That was the reason why you were singing, because you was happy about your surroundings and within yourself, the love you had. So yeah, that's another thing. You need to be in a better environment where you feel loved and more your gifts. But right now your gifts are locked down because you're not really happy. You're not actually able to ascend. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. Let's go. Queen of Pentacles, y'all. So the Queen of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Yes, as I just said that. Once you realize your best bet is to move around, your gifts is really going to activate. And if you don't know where to go, somebody you feel like, I don't know where to go, I don't know where to start, ask your ancestors. And that's why you need to get an ancestor reading with me. But you know in your heart where you want to be. That's another thing. What is calling to you? You know what I'm saying? From a healed place. Don't remember? Healed place. What is calling for you? Where did you feel most at home with that you could have denied yourself and ran from out of fear? Because it felt too good to be true, right? So you never even gave it a chance. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real with yourself. That's why y'all need these ancestors readings. So, but yes, there is money in your future. Your right now. But the universe, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a message coming out of the universe, and your ancestors will not release the abundance you deserve until you get in better territories. Let's ring a bell, okay? They can't. Because the bottom line is, because of where you are right now, you're going to be taken down. They're going to eat you alive because you ain't going to have no what else. Where else are you going to be able to do with it? People going to be coming at you left to right, playing on your vulnerability, making you feel obligated, trying to bring up every time they let you borrow a nickel or a dime. That's why I tell people about be careful about taking things from people. Some people let you do things to keep tabs on you, so they can try to say, I did all this for you back then, and now that you made it, you act like I didn't help you though. Don't take stuff from everybody. It's better to go through the struggle, because the struggle always ends and brighter days always come, baby. Brighter days always come. Okay? Be careful with that. Five of Swords. As I was saying, that Five of Swords. You see how he down on the ground? And he holding three swords up, and two swords are pointing down at this person. Somebody, it's been some spiritual warfare definitely being sent to you. Somebody, you got a lot of haters, and it don't make no sense how many haters you got, to the point where people are playing in your face while they stab you in the back. People are playing in your face and they stab you in the back. But as you can see, this fool ended up on the ground, darn near kissing his feet. They're gonna wish they treated you better. Now that you this starlight hasn't happened yet, but it's about to. And they're gonna be kissing your feet. They're gonna be wanting to kiss your feet. And there's going to be people willing to kiss your feet. That don't mean you gotta let them. But there's gonna be people that's bound down to you, like, oh my God, thank you God, and thank you God. It's like you ain't never had that before, but people gonna be walking up to you and like bowing to you, like. And look, I tell people that don't let your ego. You should have dealt with that ego now already. Don't even be in your ego. This is not something to get all proud about and get. And if you're like that, it's not gonna last, because the same people that's gonna bow to you will turn their nose up at you because you don't get all now you and your ego and you're feeling yourself. Just be grateful that these people respect you in this way and stay in balance and harmony. It's nothing to get big headed about. It's nothing to get big headed about at all. Don't get big headed, okay? You earned this, yes, and you deserve this, yes. But if you get big headed about it, your energy, ooh, two. As I was saying it, if you get big headed about it, if you get like entitled to it, you're going to get imbalanced with the energy, and it ain't no telling what you'll do. So remain in balance and harmony, and just be grateful that these people respect you and honor you this way, and keep that, maintain it. Don't change and go for the worst. Okay? Six of Wands. Six of Wands. This is going to be some Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. You see her? Now she's pouring. It looks like she's pouring onto a plant. She's pouring water onto something. Now this is a fire card, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. But she's watering something too. So somebody, I told you I just did a spiritual bath. Somebody, you may need to do a water cleanse. You may be somebody that's very fiery. You could have a significant fire placement in your chart, or you always just on fire. And sometimes that fire fire is chaotic, right? Fire, remember we had all those California fires and all that. It can be destructive. Too much fire can be destructive. Fire, the same fire that keeps us warm during the winter months, it's the same fire that destroyed the California wildfires and stuff. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you need to be cooled down, and only you know when you're reaching too much, when you're getting too hot. So I'm saying you got to know. This is the point of knowing thyself. You're getting too hot. Maybe take a swim, go in the lake, go in the river, go in the bathtub, go take a shower, cleanse. You get a little hot, okay? And I'm not, you have to tell people fire signs cannot be tamed. They have to tame themselves. So you have to tame yourself. You have to know when you're blowing up. You're blowing up. So water yourself. That's another thing. Water yourself. All right. You need some water sometimes. Judgment. Oh, look. Now, y'all know we just talked about Libra season. Judgment and the Maya energy. Okay. Judgment is here. That's another thing. Everything that's happening in your life right now is a part of judgment. So y'all, this Libra season is technically what they would call Judgment Day. right? Judgment season. You know, in the good text, in the biblical text, they talk about judgment day, where you're gonna be judged by the Most High for your sins. Where they got that from ancient Kemet, where your heart was gonna be balanced on the scales of my eye, okay, and you're gonna be judged, okay. It's judgment time. What have you been doing out here? Remember, karma is always gonna come back. You always reap what you sow. You always gonna pay for your sins, as they say, for any wrongdoings. Okay? So whatever your life is right now is a reflection of your karma, of your judgment. You're either gonna be in heaven or hell right now. Remember, hell and heaven is an inside job. So if you're going through hell right now, it's time for you to do some shadow work and realize some things that you've done that's coming back on you now. If you're in heaven right now, it's time for you to rejoice. Let's ring the bell. It's time for you to rejoice and be grateful. Some of us are actually in heaven, but I'm gonna tell you nothing. See, this goes back to the person I was telling you about that needs to get in a positive place. Some of y'all are in heaven, but y'all may not be surrounded by enough people that are in heaven. So you're starting to feel all the hell from everybody else and think you're in hell and you're in heaven because people are sending you energy. People are mad that you're in heaven and they're in hell, and you're surrounded by more people that's living in hell right now than in heaven. So you're getting some of that energy. You got to be around more people like you that's high vibrational. Let's ring the bell, man. You got to get around more high vibrational beings so you can stop getting pulled down. Or you're going to have to stay in isolation. And you shouldn't have to stay in isolation to keep peace, because you're the only person that's a peacekeeper in your area. That's not healthy. You got to find other peacekeepers. All right? Happy people. Ten of Pentacles. Let's go. Ten of Pentacles, y'all. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Yes, you about to get this money. Thank the universe. I just did some money rituals myself, okay? I did a lot of rituals recently, but one of them was a money ritual. I tell people, don't ask for money, because without health and wealth go together. And health, peace, happiness, joy, all that is abundance. So don't ask for money, but you ain't asking for peace. You ain't asking for love. You ain't asking for self-love. You're not asking for community, other things that's going to make it worthwhile. See, that's why I said I ask for healing in areas, removal of traumas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I even asked to learn how to be more positive and welcoming to other positive people into my life. See, I've been having to block so many negative people my whole life. Now it's time for me to welcome in positive people that want to be around another positive spirit. I can't fear other people to the point where I won't even let positive people in my life. You see what I'm saying? I'm learning. That's what I said. That you got to ask for all that. You're the person that knows where your problems lie. So the Ten of Pentacles. This is about the completion of a cycle. Remember the number 10. So if you have had any financial hardships, the financial hardship days are over. You're about to be abundance. Okay? You're about to have all the look at this. Look at that. Look at all the unks. You're about to have an abundant life. Okay? You know you're supposed to be traveling the world and going different places right now. What else is you supposed to be doing? Sitting around? No. Okay, it's time to move. All right? And it's time to rejoice, most importantly. 10 of Cups. 10-10. What's up? Okay. 10-10. Okay? 10-10. There's a lot coming through for you. Now, you remember the 10 of Cups. Normally, when you see the 10 of Cups on the regular deck, it has the rainbow and the family and stuff. Remember, I told y'all in divine timing, y'all going to align with your tribes, your soul tribes. But you got to get around better people. Look at them. Look at them. She pouring water on her. Look at them. They just having a good time chilling and stuff. You need to be around more positive people. You need to be around more positive people. Yeah, it's time for you to be around more positive people, okay? People, you see, and notice that we keep seeing water. You need to be around more people that pour into you. That's the message coming out. Instead of people that's coming to take from you, you need to be around more people to make you feel like they're pouring into you instead of taking from you. Somebody you have been getting taken from and drained your whole life. And that's another reason why you don't hang around a lot of people. Because everybody that come around you, they're just here to take. They're not there to pour. But as soon as you come and do the same thing to them that they're doing to you, they disappear. Let's ring the bell. Yes. The same people that try to come to you to take from you, as soon as you asking for them for something in return, they ain't nowhere to be found. So that's why you need to stop giving to everybody that come to you for things. I tell you, people don't come for just money. People don't come for just, they come for your energy. They want you to stay on the phone with them all the time. Hell no. No. Stand on the phone with them anytime they call you, but meanwhile, as soon as you call them, they're not available. They're never available when you call them, and you don't even call them nowhere near as much as they was trying to call you. But the times you do call them, they ain't never available because it was never about you to begin with. It was about what they could get from you. So you got to stay away from people like that. King of Wands. King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, okay? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Somebody, you have risen to your kingship in this life, okay? You have broken cycles. You have broken a lot of cycles, and you're going to continue breaking cycles. So, but you're on another level now. So you have reached your kingship. You have reached your kingship. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and this is another fire card. Remember, you pulled the Ace of Wands, and now you don't pull the King of Wands. So now you're in a new beginning, and obviously this new beginning is going to have you as a king. And you see this king, he's out in nature. Look at him. He's out in nature, just taking a walk and taking a stroll. Maybe you're gonna be so rich and peaceful, you can just go out and just take a walk and take a stroll around your kingdom. You feel me? Just to see all the things that you worked for in the physical, right? Like an alchemist, okay? So we have the Page of Swords, okay? A Page of Swords, bottom of the deck. Page of Swords, okay? So the Page of Swords is an air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. As you can see, this person looks like they're going somewhere. They're watching their back. They're looking back at this sword. And remember, swords is considered an obstacle, struggles, spiritual warfare, stuff that we need to let go of, detach, something we need to detach from. So somebody's stuck in the past. Yeah, oh my God, let's ring the bell. The overall energy is somebody stuck in the past. You can't focus on the present moment and where you're going because you're stuck in the past, and somebody needs a relocation. You're going to stay stuck in the past until you move away because you're stuck there. You haven't been able to truly move. You can separate all you want to, but where the stuff happened, that you're still there. So the energy of the same individuals in that area can still have access to you because you're still too close in range. So they can send you energy, but you have to cut the cord. And sometimes the only way to cut the cord, because see, a lot of them is not as powerful if you left. They're only as powerful as you because you're nearby. Once you leave, that will cut their cord. They're nowhere near as powerful. They can't reach you. And somebody, you may be scared of that yourself. You may be scared of actually truly disconnecting because this could be your family. Sound like it's somebody's family, and you're scared that once you truly disconnect from them, you're not going to need them anymore. You're scared of the unknown. You're scared of, you see how you're going to become this star? You're scared of leaving people behind. You're letting guilt or whatever keep you from moving on and having your best life. Your best life. Okay, I may have to change the title of this. I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to call this reading, y'all, because I've been channeling so much. But that was a powerful message. I'm going to pull from one of my oracle decks that I sell. If you would like to get it, actually sold one this weekend, last weekend actually, to a young lady. And I hope she is enjoying it. So let's pull from this deck. This is the Kemetic message. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to Kemetic message. I have it as ancestor message right now, but this is definitely a Kemetic message, okay? I wasn't sure what was going to come out. But yeah, somebody's stuck in the past. So ask your ancestors to help you with this situation. Contact me for reading Sacred Energy Exchange 222. Okay. Cutting a deck. I just posted something on my Instagram. Not Instagram. Well, it is on my Instagram. It's on my Facebook. But also here on my post to tell people about some ancient Egyptian stuff as well. All right. Hieroglyphics. The first card, the hieroglyphics. Call upon the spirit of knowledge and understanding for insight and clarity. Remember I just said that, call on your ancestors. This is the time to do it. Call upon the spirit of knowledge and the understanding for insight and clarity. So some of y'all need to start call the spirit. Ask help. You're stuck. You need help. The mummy. Second card, the mummy. It has right here, all secrets will be unwrapped. Follow your intuition and answers will be revealed, okay? The truth is being revealed. Y'all know that that's really what's going on right now. The lies are no longer thriving. The truth is prevailing. That's what it's always been about. Truth and justice and judgment. Judgment is happening across the planet. But y'all know definitely here in the U.S., okay? The truth is being revealed. Cartridge. Banish negative energy and restore harmony and peace within and without. Yes, that's ringing the bell. We need that. As we was talking about, this is a season of getting rid of all these attachments. It's time to banish negative energy and restore your harmony and peace within and without. Somebody, you've been in a battle that you feel like you can't win, and it is definitely a dark entity feeding off a past pain that you've had, and they trying to bring you back down. That's all. That it's not winning though. But if you've been feeling something that you know is not for you, it's something from your past. Say, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Say we got people that they had drug issues in the past. They've been on drugs, and they had alcohol issues. They went to AA and went to rehab, and now all of a sudden out of nowhere, you just started craving alcohol again like you never have, craving some drugs again, and you've been to let it go. And you ain't done this, done drugs or drunk any alcohol in over 10 years, and now all of a sudden all your weaknesses from your past trying to surface back up. That's a negative spirit trying to come at you. They're going to always try to find ways to pull at old things about you. That's why it's time for y'all to cut ties with some stuff. Scarab, y'all. Hard work and faith in yourself will help you to achieve your goals. Okay? Focus on your goals. That's what you got to keep doing. Hard work and faith in yourself will help you to achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You are the star, remember? Believe in yourself and have faith in yourself. See, they always taught us to have faith with something outside of us. Okay? At least in the religious book. Everything was have faith in God and you will shine bright. No, have faith in yourself and you will shine bright. Okay? If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect somebody else to believe in you and you don't? Why should they believe in you? You don't even believe in yourself. So we got to believe in ourselves. Okay? You can't convince or prove people to trust in you and believe in you if you don't believe in you. Okay? Ankh. Bottom of the deck, the Ankh, y'all. Hold on, let me pull my Ankh up. The Ankh, y'all. And I also do ancient Kemet readings. If you would like to get one, this is what it will consist of. Get you an ancient Kemet reading by me, and I can tell you what's going on as well. So, find the courage to begin again and live the life you dreamed of. Let's go. Let that stuff go. You got a new opportunity. Remember, you've been pulling a lot about new beginnings. Find the courage to begin again and live the life you've dreamed of. You got a fresh start. You got to start over again. You don't deserve to have to keep punishing yourself for your past, especially if you're no longer doing those things anymore. You got a right to start over. You have a right to start over. You do. And live the dreams you always dreamed of. Live the life you've always dreamed of. Stop punishing yourself, okay? Somebody, that's really what this is. Somebody, y'all been punishing yourself. Good gracious. Bless your heart. I can't talk. I'm like that too. We got to stop being hard on ourselves about stuff that we did in our past. You know, it could be stuff from your childhood you still punishing yourself about. Or in your younger years, say you did some terrible stuff in your 20s and you still holding on to all that. You're not that person no more. Stop letting people make you feel like you can't change. Yes, you can. They just mad because they couldn't change. Or stop being your own worst enemy. Punishing yourself. See, somebody, I'm gonna tell you nothing. This message is coming out. Somebody is so used to being manipulated, gaslit, and put down that you have carried the demons of your enemies with you. You're allowing their demons that were in your present life, that are no longer in your present life, even destroy you now, because you became used to their negativity. So now everywhere you go, you letting their demons follow you. That's really what this is. You need to cleanse. Get them demons off you. And some of them, they are still sending demons to you. They actually thinking about you, like, if she were here right now, if he was here right now, I tell them I'll be going on. You know what I'm saying? They sending hate to you. They hating on you. Okay, they sending you hate. They sending their demons after you because you have been the person that they had used you as a place to dump their demons, and now that they can't, now they just thinking about you and sending demons to you from afar. Somebody gotta make a move. All right, this is the last deck I'm gonna pull. This, I was wondering how this is gonna be. I just said get on the live and let it come out. This is my ancient Kemet deck, and I'm ancient Kemet decks. All right, let me cut the deck. So this, I'm definitely changing the title. It's going to be an ancient Kemet reading. It's going to be a Kemetic message, okay? Het. H-E-T. H-E-T. Okay. Fire altar transformation. What? Light them candles. Baby, my candles is lit. This whole house is lit up. Okay? My whole house got candles on almost every altar. I got 3 candles that just went out, because I've been burning 7-day candles, but every time one go out, another one getting lit. Okay, they burn all the way down. It sounded like them candles, you're going through a transformation, and you need the element of fire around you to keep dark entities away from you. You can't be in the dark right now during going into the dark season. You got to keep the light. Remember that, y'all. The fire rituals, the altar candle rituals right now, incense and all that need to be going up, because remember, the sun is starting to die. And as we get through autumn into the winter solstice, remember, the sun is going through a rebirth. It's going through a transformation. So we're not going to have the energy of the light, the dark energy come out. That's how you know what demons you're still battling right now. You're supposed to be dealing with them. So become the spring equinox, you will be free. Let's ring the bell, baby. So come on, y'all. Stay on top. See ya. S-I-A. See ya. Yeah, this is a fight going on. Y'all been going through it. Y'all need to hear this. Wisdom, spirit, communication. Wisdom, spirit, and communication. Okay. So remember I told you, remember it was another card talking about talk to spirit. Yeah, call upon the spirits of the knowledge and understanding for insight and clarity. And this card says wisdom, spirit, and communication. So somebody, you need to do, so somebody, you do need to do a Kemetic message with me. You need to call upon your ancestors, okay, right now for some wisdom. It's something you're missing right now. It's something, it's some kind of knowledge that you're missing right now. That's the reason why you're going through what you're going through right now. And you haven't been going to the right answer. Now, this message specifically is coming from my ancient Kemet ancestors. You need to go talk to one of them. So y'all get them answers to read about. It may not be something your immediate family, bloodline ancestors can help you with, because that's not what the position they was in when they left. They can't help you with this. You're going to have to go to an ancestor on a higher plane that's crazy how they came out. Hold on. Sobdet. Yeah, they like, no, you got to come to us for this mission. They can have our back. They got July awakening initiation. Somebody, July awakening initiation. Somebody come, you may go through you're going through initiation or awakening. You said awakening, initiation. And it said July awakening. This is somebody maybe come July next year, 2026, in the Gregorian calendar. You're gonna be completely awakened. So that's another reason why you need to come to your ancestors now, so they can help you make sure you get to where you're supposed to be. Awakening and some kind of initiation. See, that's funny. I just bought this book. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I bought this book. It's called The Solitary Witch Self-Initiation. You got to go through an initiation right now, and you need to know what you're doing, especially if you're going to if you're not going to be initiated by somebody. I understand if you don't want to. You might be like me, a solitary witch. You need to learn to have, what you're going to still need your answers. So that means but that's what people don't get. Solitary witches and people that practice self-initiation are still having to go through spirit to get initiated. They just chose not to go through a living spirit. They went through an ancestral spirit to get initiated. They can do that. And some people don't think people that went through self-initiation are initiated. Yes, they are. That's why they be so powerful without somebody like a Baba or obey woman or obey man in front of them, because they went to the same people that same Baba or obey woman or obey man went to initiate you. It wasn't them. That's all they did. Okay. So if you can do it yourself, that you're a powerful being, and you should though. But you still need to talk to your ancestors, because you need to make sure you do things right and be honest with yourself. Make sure you're ready. See, that's another thing. It's hard to initiate yourself, because some people be trying to initiate themselves. They're not responsible to be like, you're not ready for this next level yet. You got to tell yourself that. But sometimes you keep yourself stuck on a certain level and you are ready for another level and you're scared. So you need help with all that. Fear, anxiety, blockages, all that. H-E-H. Heh. Okay. H-E-H. Eternity, reincarnation. Okay. Eternity and reincarnation. Somebody, oh my God, this is crazy. Somebody, I'm going to read that again to make sure. Eternity and reincarnation. Somebody, they're telling you you're going to live for eternity, because you might have to be reincarnated. Dang. I don't know if y'all want that. I know I don't. I don't want to be reincarnated. I want to be a powerful ancestor and just get this right the first time and get out, right? But or you might be bringing somebody in that is reincarnated. Let's ring the bell, okay? That's another thing they got to get you ready for. You may be having to bring in another reincarnated soul. People are coming back, y'all. There are people, it's so bad, y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all, that is why I don't like, I tell people I do not like bringing in society stuff, but that is why they're trying to make it seem like women are not having enough babies. You got to think about it. First, we were overpopulated, right? They put all these abortion clinics everywhere, Planned Parenthood, and now the same companies that they allowed to thrive when it benefited them, they are taken away. Now they're trying to cancel parenthood, so they get rid of birth control, abortion practices, because now we're underpopulated. You see how hypocritical they are? The same people that was okay with it at first because it kept the population down because it benefited them. Now the population down is not benefiting them. So now they're taking away all those personal rights. It's just a sick game that they keep playing. But somebody, you got a special mission. You got to bring in a reincarnated soul on some Christ energy. Y'all remember Christ was the chosen one that got birthed into the world that we needed during that time. And he got to be a powerful man. Somebody, you are supposed to be doing that for somebody. You about to bring in somebody that's reincarnated. So you got to make sure you right and ready. Okay? Bottom of the deck, the seer. D-S-E-R. They may not how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. D-S-E-R. Excuse me. D-S-E-R. This is the last card I'm pulling. I'm about to wrap this reading up because I'm actually hungry and I'm about to eat. So, this card says emptiness, waiting, infertility. Emptiness, waiting, infertility. So, remember I just said about somebody may be bringing somebody in. Somebody, I told you, it could be a number of things. Somebody, you could have to be reincarnated. You could be a reincarnated person now, and you just not starting to activate and realize that. Or you could be birthing somebody that's going to be a reincarnated person. But it's saying that somebody could be feeling empty. Let me make sure this is the right one. Emptiness, waiting, infertility. Somebody, you may be alone right now and you feel empty sometimes without having somebody with you, and it may be causing you to have infertility because people don't know that stress, anxiety, sadness, all that stuff, depression will weaken your immune system. So somebody, you need to start being more joyful, feeling more full, fill yourself up, do things that make you happy, because that's going to help you be more fertile. Men, this is for men and women. Your fertile energy is getting low because you are getting low. Stay high. Okay? Stay elevated. Stay in peace and harmony. Work on that. Get this reading by me, okay? So look, I told you I'm going to change the name of this to Kemetic Message, because this was definitely a Kemetic message. All these cards were my Egyptian cards. I went with the flow. I tell people it was still an ancestor message, but it was specifically for my ancient Kemet ancestors. And that's what came to me. Something just told me, get on there, get the message out, and what card you're supposed to pick up will guide you. And that's exactly what happened, because I was trying to pick up some other cards. They was like, that's not it. Okay, so look, y'all, if y'all like this content, please like, share, and subscribe to me here on YouTube at Sacred Energy Exchange 222. If y'all would like to get readings by me, you can email me at sacredenergyexchange222@gmail.com and book those reads. The reading like this, I have one more deck I probably would have pulled from, but something like this will probably be like, oh, not probably, will be, this is considered a Kemetic reading, and those are $144, 144, okay? 144. So get one of these from me, all right? Also, my ancestor reading is the same price, 144, and I use a different deck for those. Okay, that's why I said this was definitely a Kemetic message. So if you like this, I have two other decks, and I tell people I pull based off the energy that's coming out. So these are the decks that came out for this reading that I was told to pull. Somebody else could come and get a reading by me, and I can have a couple of other Egyptian decks that I'm told to pull from. So it may not be this deck. It will be this deck though. This deck I'm going to pull from for sure. All right. It's my tarot Egyptian deck. So look, y'all, thank y'all so much for listening. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. Also, if y'all would like to get a support me by my website and my shop, you can go to goddessontherise.life. All right, goddessontherise.life. I got incense, candles, sage. I got what else I got? I got oracle cards and tarot cards. This deck is I'm selling on there. This is the deck I didn't pull from today, the American Gods deck. I have this deck that I'm selling on there. A lot of these decks that I have in front of me, I sell, okay? So, get y'all something nice. Y'all can come by the shop. I am closed today. My shop is closed on Fridays for Holy Day, so happy Holy Day to y'all. And pay homage to all your ancestors across across your heritage, okay? I'm paying homage to my Moorish ancestors, my American Indian ancestors, my Hindu ancestors. You got to pay homage to them all, y'all, okay? Pay your Kemetic ancestors. You pay homage to them all. This is our time, okay? So I'm gonna ring this bell, send this energy back to spirit. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Y'all, till next time. Happy Holy Day. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. Peace, love, and balance, y'all. Copper Queen checking out.